I did it. Ancient history has always been a lot of fun for me to learn. For example, China literally built a Great Wall over hundreds of years just to keep out the Mongolians. Didn't go too well for them, but they built it. I just want to imagine for a second the Chinese emperor being told that there is a group of people climbing over the Great Wall. Big brain. Now, I bring you the question. What was the first monolithic structure? Let's go back to 2250 BC. 4,000 years ago. The pyramids of Giza are constructed in Egypt. Not only was it a tomb for the pharaohs, it was a huge flex to the rest of the ancient world. Like, you're just a pharaoh and you're sitting around and you're just thinking, I need to build something that can clearly just piss everyone off. And there you go. Pyramids. I would also like to add that there is a conspiracy theory that dinosaurs built the pyramids. Moving on. Now we're going to go back further to 4000 BC. 6,000 years ago. We see the Ziggurats being built in Mesopotamia. Ziggurats are huge temples in honor of the gods. Basically, someone said that they were a super important person one day because something came from the sky and told him that he now needs to build a ziggurat. And because of that, we have ziggurats. Nice. For the longest time, we thought the ziggurats were the first monolithic structures. Before the ziggurats, we really only saw like small cities pop up about 11,000 to 8,000 BC. These were just groups of people who were phasing out of being hunters and gatherers, and they wanted to start farming, you know. They wanted to be normal. They definitely should not have had the skills or the means to build any monolithic structure at this point. Nope, not at all. We got something to talk about, apparently. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Galepe Tepe. Now, it's located in southeastern Turkey and was discovered in 1963. As of right now, we believe it was the first monolithic structure, and it was made from anywhere between 10,000 to 9,500 BC. That's 12,000 years ago. People weren't even building pottery yet. Those little vases you see? Nah, not being built yet. Most we're getting at this time were just small cities of a population of 80 people max. What was going on at Galepe Tepe? The weirder part is that there were no tools of agriculture found anywhere near Galepe Tepe, which tells us that they were possibly hunters and gatherers. They weren't farmers. People that hunted in the woods made a giant temple. This is fun. Pillars of the temple show a lot of depiction of animals being hunted by people, and even showing the sky. Nice stars. People even believe that Galepe Tepe tells a story of a comet hitting the Earth around 13,000 years ago. Now, this would have caused massive flooding and destruction all over the globe. Now, this is the time period I wish I was born in, because this sounds so much fun. Some hunters and gatherers building a temple. They're doing things. Comet hit down. I was born in the wrong generation, man. An even stranger fact is that it was buried by people around 8,000 BC. But we don't know why. We think we know everything. So here's the full story I was able to put together for you guys for Galepe Tepe. Okay, before we go any further, I have to tell you about the beer hypothesis. And you're probably asking yourself right now, what is the beer hypothesis, and are you qualified to tell me? Well, me here to tell you? Probably not, but I'm going to tell you anyways, because you're here already, me might as well. So the beer hypothesis is the idea that human society only exists because we wanted to brew beer. Let me dumb that down for you. Human society only exists because ancient ancestors got outer space wasted and thought it was cool and wanted to farm wheat and barley. We believe we found the first brewery, which is, I'm going to butcher the name, Haifa, Israel, and it dates all the way back to 11,000 BC, which means in 11,000 BC, a bunch of hunters and gatherers got absolutely fed up with finding wheat and barley, and they just decided, hey, let's just grow this ourselves. And now we have Nintendo 64s. So the Great Billy in the Sky was not pleased with people for whatever reason and yeeted a comet into our planet. Humans realized they should bundle together for survival and adapt. Maybe start farming. Nah, not these groups of people. Farming. These people decided to get together and hunt and gather even harder. Then, at some point, this particular group discovered wheat and barley, made beer, and things got wild. Someone was drunk and had an idea. They built Galepe Tepe. I think it was just a giant barbecue. They'd get drunk and eat food in a temple late at night. For a deity or fun, we don't know, maybe both. Imagine some poor Neolithic tribe wandering the land and they accidentally come across a giant temple. That's the first of its kind ever. They don't even know what to call it, and they're just staring at this thing. And they see a bunch of people like them, like you and me, humans, acting like idiots, eating food, and drinking something weird in that stone building they've never seen before. If I were them, I'd get out. I'm not dealing with that. That's gotta be crazy. I don't want to put up with these people. And those people would have been emotionally scarred. Or maybe have joined. I think they would have ran away, though. They don't want to deal with that. Nah. I can't believe I'm about to say this. So this is the tradition of getting wasted and eating in a temple. Yeah. The thing is, it didn't last long. What do you expect? It would slowly die out over like 1,000 years, officially being buried around 8,000 BC. Now, why was Galepe Tepe buried, you may ask? You want to know what caused this massive barbecue of an ancient society to go bye-bye? At this point in time, everyone around them is phasing out of being a hunter and gatherer and moving towards farming. So what most likely happened was the new generation had zero clue what Galepe Tepe was and gave it a proper burial. And they started or joined a city nearby. Something like that. If you liked the video, please leave a like. If you want to see more, maybe subscribe. If you want to know the Wrath of Billy, stay tuned.